What's up? What's up, people? What's up, people? It's the wholesome host. We back at it again. Unfortunately, Tumelo can't join us because he's feeling a bit under the weather. But yeah. We got the usual cast here. Blvck.Phvntom, a.k.a. Ofentse. We got the boy wonder himself. You know, the one who reigns in Wonderland. Theo. We got the student the gamer. Well, that's his gaming tag, but student of the game here, Amandla, and we got Tipsy Ty. You know, today he's resting, dog. You can see that he's resting. He's usually on his fuckboy shit, you know, with the Oculus, with the clean cuts, you know, clean. But today he's resting. And then we got Sai. We got Sai. You know, he's come out of his shell a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. But anyway. Today is gonna be another just general topics type of thing. Nothing too serious. Yeah, because we decided to take a bit of a break from it, you know. But probably one of these days is gonna be a topic that we have to talk about since we have to bring awareness to suicide prevention month. Yeah, we'll get to it another time. But anyway, let's get it started. Okay, firstly, it's a weird question, but gents, what's the most down bad thing y'all ever done? What's the most down bad thing y'all ever done?
I'm bad.
Down
I
bad.
I don't think I've done anything down bad. I don't know. Let me just keep thinking.
Next question.
Confused,
I
so
got.
like,
I feel like y'all just don't want to reveal files. I'll respect that. I'll
no,
respect
no, no,
that.
no, no, no. Like,
Yeah.
I think I've mentioned this story before, but like, I'd rather not repeat it. That's how bad the thing was.
I feel this.
Like,
Since you asked the question, you start. Maybe we'll warm
not
up.
for us, dog.
Nah, dog, I don't have like hectic down bad moments. I have hectic simp moments. Simp
You,
moments, I have simp moments. I have. But like someone else thought, because I already spoke too much. Let them hear your voices. Let them hear your
The most
voices.
down bad
me,
thing
all I'm
I've
gonna
ever
say is
done.
that, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Write someone a poem. That's like the most.
Writing a poem is not done bad, dog.
It's not down bad, bro. It's not
For
down
you,
bad.
gents, because you just watch it, yeah. Me,
Dog.
ne, like for me, I'll give a very painful example. At some point, I was Jesus Christ. Uh, I was feeding a nation every Friday because
Oh, jeez. Man, no,
yo,
that's
guys,
simp,
yo,
dog. You wanna see to
I'm just
simp.
hurting yourself.
You wanna see to simp. You wanna see to simp because down bad
Wait, did you
is
keep
like
that statement you made? You said you were feeling like Jesus and.
Nah, bro,
was
I was
feeding the
literally Jesus
nation.
Christ. I was feeding a nation, dog.
Hmm.
Like, yo,
Hey.
destruction. Hey,
I'll give a list, dog. Number one, I bought
Hello.
number one. I bought 100 blankets. A 200.
and she's keeping another gen warm in it.
Yeah.
So he's toxic. Yo.
It's
Steady
not. It's
saying nah,
not.
boy.
I dog, I take that blanket back with force, dog.
I didn't take
What,
it
dog?
back, bro. That's the thing. I didn't take it back.
Right,
I was
dog,
like,
we're gonna go and take it back, dog.
okay. And then the second
Some nigga
one.
warm in that shit.
And
With a
then the
booty
second
cheeks on the
one.
dick.
This nigga.
I'm joking, dog. I'm joking.
This
Family
nigga.
friendly, dog.
And then the second one that I've done was I bought a 100 tub of ice cream. She chowed it with her friends. Esquela.
Other gen is
Oh.
screaming her, dog. Hey,
No, this was a different time. This was a different time.
A tub of ice cream like the 2 kg one.
the tub, dog. You see the tub where you go home and you think was with the ice cream, but
Yeah, that's the 2 kg
there's like
one. Yeah, okay,
yeah,
okay,
there's
okay.
like a chocolate kind then instead of
I,
ice cream. Ah, yeah, those are my
yeah.
two.
Ah,
Those are
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
two.
There's one missing. There's one missing.
Which
There's one
one?
missing.
Which one, dog?
Rice crispy, ama cocoa pops, ne coloring book.
Why are you exposing me, dog? I only made two
Yeah,
for a reason.
Vuyo. Yeah. Still
Need
love
a
you, bro.
hug, bro.
Still love you.
Damn.
I still love you, bro.
I
Damn, that
failed
was
you,
bad.
Offense, dog. I failed you,
I will.
Offense,
For a
dog.
second, I
Failed.
thought that Vuyo froze again.
I failed. Nah,
Nah,
dog. I
nah.
didn't freeze, dog. I was just in awe with your offense. It just exposed me like that, dog. On big YouTube. On big YouTube.
Ne-
I remember, brother,
International YouTube.
we'll
Everybody's gonna
we'll
see
settle this
it.
on your birthday, bro.
Amara, that's
We'll
Mara. Mara, that's the thing is, it's like it was a way for me to learn Uguti, dog. Chasing a handshake won't really get her to like me. So I stopped doing it entirely. Like in my recent relationships, it was clear, Uguti, even if like it's like my recent relationship it was clear, Uguti. It wasn't just about the gifts or anything. It was just we just needed to like communicate and try to understand each other on certain standpoints. And it was like, okay, Fede, we didn't really get to that level. So it was clear what it had to like end in a sense, you know? So
yeah.
I'm not really on some sim stuff, you know, if I really try to like relate to you on something and try to say something you don't really get it, it ends up creating like this friction where it's like, okay, you don't understand me when I try to tell you something. What do I get, you know, out of this relationship? Because if I were to tell you an issue, we will just go like this. So yeah. But anyway. Yeah. So now I've done some pretty simpy stuff. I've done some pretty simpy stuff.
Like every week I'd buy like this other hand biscuits and stuff, dog. Until dog, I got lost, dog. I was like, "Yeah, boy, live, I'm never gonna do this again." I was like, nah, dog.
Which
You
biscuits were they, dog?
know?
Which biscuits
Huh?
were
That
they,
hurt.
dog? Which biscuits were they, dog?
Ah,
Were
dog. Me,
like,
I'm from the hood, dog. Blowing it top ass, dog.
I thought you were gonna say
Gonna
strikers.
that's it.
more top ass.
I thought you were gonna
Yeah,
say
dog. That's where I was
strikers.
going as well. I'm like, my car, I'm a
The
toast,
toppers.
you know. It's like
I'm
toppers. I'm
into
like, nigga moving bougie, bro.
Y'all are on strikers. Glucose, nigga, not strikers. The
Oh,
fuck?
man. Glucose,
You
dog. Man.
uthengela ahan ama sweet kanti it's those ones, those pink ones that like look like cylinders nyana. It's those pink ones. So yeah, dog. Ngikhomela vele. I got my hand sweets.
I imagine
Ngithumelele.
buying a hand choice assorted, dog.
Never.
You're setting her up for Christmas, dog.
Never.
Shit for
There's a
it,
reason
boy.
why.
Second
There's a
half.
reason why they advertise choice assorted before Easter and before Christmas. Those are for family. Same one, you know, come on,
Exactly.
associate myself with family home.
Now she must go
Family.
back home and explain, good, no, my boyfriend bought these for me. Let's eat, guys. I will put it.
Yeah, dog. Christmas, I'll go and take the box.
Exactly.
Not with me, dog. Me, I must split it with my homies,
Yo.
dog. That's why you gonna go gossip about me while you're eating biscuits, dog.
There's a thin line between. Is there a thin line between being a gentleman? Like, where do you cross from being a
Very
gentleman
fine
to?
line.
Yeah,
A
that's a good question. Eh?
very fine line. Okay, nah. Here's my interpretation with the difference between the two. Nah. A gentleman opens the door for a lady, right? For her to get into the car, walk in, walk out. You know, a gentleman will take a lady's coat. A gentleman will take a lady out to dinner. Cool. You know, it's occasional situations. A simp is someone that just goes all out. Like he he takes chivalry beyond the point of chivalry. Like
Chivalry is
way
dead.
beyond it.
What's the
Chivalry is not dead.
what is I hate what are we saying? Sorry, please repeat what you said.
Like
Who?
he takes it way beyond.
What's way
Like
beyond though?
way beyond is
What is way beyond for you? Me opening and realizing, oh no, there's water there. Let me put my jacket down there so she can walk over
yeah,
my
Yeah,
jacket. Is
that's
that
way
simple?
yeah.
beyond.
That's way beyond, bruh.
Okay,
That's
cool.
like
Why
there's
would
no
you make
need
You
your,
have to
to
design a
wait?
walk
jacket for the
around the puddle,
workout,
But
bro.
dude.
exactly, walk around the puddle.
Tyrese
Why
is
should I
talking.
make my
Walk around the puddle, bro.
the thing between being a simp and being a gentleman is realizing how far you're going to impress. Well, not impress, like court. Han. Ma, when you share
Yeah,
a hand, you're not doing too much. You know, you're not trying to do like what I used to do, like buy a lot of stuff for and expect her to like value it as much as you think she will value it. You get,
Mm.
you have to
mhm,
gauge whether it's something that she would like or something that you think she likes. You get, mind you, you can't be getting her rose petals. I mean, singing petals, roses with money inside, because you see a lot of hands like teeming all over, like that idea. They're like, hey, yo, I want a nigga that's gonna give me so much money, or a nigga that's gonna take me to a lot of places, or like, and they, because like you're implementing a lot of stuff that like hands want, and then you put it out there and you end up doing too much. You're simping for this hand, or you're like, okay, I know he'll like it, she'll like it. But then when you realize, Uti, she really didn't like it. All you were doing was giving her stuff. She took it because she likes the attention, and she's giving another nigga like
yeah.
that type of attention. Yeah, nah.
But another thing there that like a lot of people aren't realizing, a simp has no sense of self care. Like, bruh, that guy will spend his last penny on his girl. Like when you ask him, why don't you buy yourself a new jacket? Or nah, you know, the day I met my girlfriend is coming around. Or like they become so sentimental. They make a day for everything. The day they met the girlfriend, the day they saw each other, the day they held kiss. Like he makes an event everything so that he can continuously buy gifts and run himself dry. Like, oh, I want to guys.
Like the way, but like thing is, people really mix up simping and being a gentleman to such a point where
Yeah,
like Umuntu wouldn't actually realize that Umuntu is just being nice towards a Han,
yeah,
because now people, I don't know if it's tied to gents actually. I mean, I don't know if it's tied to like this idea that you have to be a certain way, like a certain type of cold towards the Han, so that she can give you attention. Like that narcissistic toxic thing where you're trying to get the Han to like you, but you're being distant and cold and whatnot. I don't know if it's because of that or like a lot of other factors, but Toluguti a nigga just gives a seat to a hand because he sees the hand. Okay, he's like, okay, Fede, she's tired. She looks like she's tired. Or like, yeah, just generally, just have a seat and I'm good. Now Mutu's gonna be like, you a simp. You just want the coochie. Don't. But it's just a genuine act of being nice.
For saying me being nice to someone just for tapping is me being a simp.
crazy.
No,
Hence,
Hold on.
isn't
listen to do you hear what I'm saying? Me
But
being nice to someone to tap. Me being
yeah,
nice to
isn't
someone to be in a relationship with them. Which one is a simp?
the one that wants to be in a relationship is the simp.
Exactly.
I
So
think
much the
the
yeah.
person,
tapping.
the person that wants to tap is just like that's a
I
nigga
just,
that's got his game together.
I just
That's
want
just
to
I
tap,
don't know
dog.
what to
That's all
call
it
him.
is.
A nigga
Nothing
that's
much,
got his
nothing
game together.
less.
Like what's going on with Tyrese and Inga now?
Nah,
And
you
oh,
know
Inga,
these two, bro.
Inga
They're
is
almost probably pulling pipe, bro.
oh my
Let them
goodness.
be.
No.
Let them be.
But anyway, okay, gents, what's your opinion on body counts? not just like a hand's body count, but what would you like your body count to be? Like if you wanted to be a certain amount. I don't know if you get what I'm saying though.
Okay, from what I understand, man, like experience is experience, bro. You know, like this is the thing that I don't like about gent. Like as a gent, you went through high school, smashing your way through high school, and then you get to like this girl that you want to commit with, maybe in tertiary or towards the end of high school, and then your relationship ends just because her body count is high.
But
Um,
why is that
but
though?
you, ish, bro, what do we call these things, man?
Hypocrite.
Ends
Uh,
always wanna be a girl's first time, dog. But it don't work like that, dog.
not, yeah, I
Yeah,
get you.
but like
Not necessarily
beyond that,
hypocrite, not necessarily
what is
hypocrite, man.
it? What? Uh-huh.
It's yo, how do I call it? Gender. I don't want to call it gender laws or gender, but like there are some things that are approved for women because they're women, and there are some things that are just not approved or approved for gents because they just gents. You understand?
Oh,
Like
so
for
it's
example,
not like a difference in ideas and whatnot,
Well,
or
the
like
thing is,
just
with
a
with
difference in
gents,
opinion.
I heard this from a comedian. This is just a joke, but it's the truth. With
yeah,
gents, if if a han got naked and did a black flip onto your dick, dog, from the bed onto your fucking dick, and you're sitting on a chair, you won't be like, "Oh shit, that was amazing." You'll be like, "Where did you learn that shit?" you know, like who taught you how to do that? But
It's
if
weird.
it was a but if it's a hand dog and you doing like some amazing shit, the hand will be on some. Oh damn, that was nice. That was amazing. No one has ever done that for me or to me. You know what I'm
double
saying? Do you see
standard.
the difference now?
Yeah,
Like a chance
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah. But like, don't you
So
question it though? Don't you question
what?
like why is it that I get Uguti at some point to like a certain extent we do get brought up to understand. Learn a few things about, okay, let me say gender roles. Must say to, okay, a han must do this or a nigga must do this, you know, but like the way we were brought up, not just in our households, but like with the people we've interacted with, the friends that we've had, the people that we listen to, oh malume, oh auntie, it's like when it comes to that, after listening to so many opinions and stuff, but still, it's like, don't you question why it is like that? That when a hand
Ooh, I
smashes,
do. I do.
like gang niggas. Now the Han is viewed as like, have you seen that video where this nigga was like, she was interviewing a Han, and then
Uh-huh.
this girl was like, 110. Okay, I've gone to I've been with a lot of gents. Now they call me a hoe, and then but when a gent actually does it, what is that called? The gent responds and says, I am a homemaker. And then I'm like, okay, like why do people think like that?
I see
It's
that it's that guy with the cheese up there.
yeah,
The
it's
white
that guy
that
with the
light
cheese.
skin.
It's not
Nah,
white. It's
that guy's
not,
toxic, though. That guy he's just
but like
he hurt.
still,
That's all I'm
it's
gonna
like,
say. He's toxic. Yeah.
but like to a certain extent, you get to understand, like it's not too far off from like even what an average gent thinks. So you would, like, an average gent wouldn't like a hand that's been with so many niggas,
Yeah, I
you
know.
know,
True.
with so many niggas, but
For
then
me, I
when
have an excuse though.
what do you excuse, G?
Me, I'm a virgin, so I'm not gonna sleep with a hand who's not a virgin. So
Virgin gang.
Cap.
That's a
Shut the
cap.
fuck up, Tyrese. Who the fuck you think you are, dog?
see with Sai, I can agree that it's camp. Hey, Sai, hey.
What do you mean, JK? These gents.
Yo, these chants.
So my opinion on it, because I do ask a lot of these questions, but then I don't really get like a lot of answers. Like okay, it is because I don't like talk to too many people about this, but I don't know, dog. It's like I feel like it's whack that it is like that, but I can't deny Uguti. Even I feel like I wouldn't want to be with a Han who's had like a lot of partners, not on some low or not on some insecurity type of vibe. It's just like doesn't feel like it'd be something I'd be down with. But I do also agree, Uguti, it's kind of a whack standard to have to say Hans cut like smash so many niggas, but then, I could argue and say, Uguti, it's like the energy a lot of the Hans carry that's like been smashing gang niggas. Because it turns, from what I've observed, it turns from um confidence, or trying to own it to being narcissism. Now, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, a hand would come to you with such narcissistic energy, trying to tell you off because their guard is up from facing so many like gens now actually judging them for having so many partners. Now umuntu uzanokuphoxa. Now she'll phoxa you, now she'll be nasty towards you or whatever, because now the conversation could be a touchy subject to them. And is so like is up, but then it ends up being narcissism. Masoyisho kakhulu, 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 and it's like, yeah, this is who I am, and this is what I do, and not realizing Uguti, the way it's coming off, the tone and the way I beg corner, it's not Uguti. Now you're trying to like defend yourself and put yourself in a position to say, okay, don't judge me because of the people that I've been with, the amount of people I've been with, but judge me for my character. But then igcina nokuthi, hey, my type is money, gents from South Africa, don't. Hey, indoda must. Hey, coming up with so many whack ideas to try to justify to justify their actions.
On that matter, dog, I've dated a hand for like almost a year who wasn't a virgin. Because when we spoke about it, it was a touchy subject. But 3-4 months in, dog, she told me, Ruti, what vibe did she explained the situation? And then I was like, I thought it's cool. Me, I like you. What happened. Yeah, one. That's none of. Okay, not necessarily that's none of my business. But then, thank you for telling me. Eva. So that was that, dog. But we continued, and then things just went otherwise. End of grade 11. So yeah, there was that.
What were you
Whatever.
talking about before?
Like, Theo was telling us his story, dog.
Oh, Vuyo was saying, would you like when you're with a partner, body count exactly? Yeah,
It
yeah.
matters.
Body count.
But
Okay, how
yes,
does
why
it
does it
matter?
matter to you, dog?
Yeah, why does
Why
it
does it
matter?
matter to you?
Don't matter to
Because
me, dog.
like whether you like it or not, there's always that thing of you want to be there first. And even if you're not able to be there first, there's that thing of pain. There's that hurt within you. There's like, damn. So somebody has been here before me. Well, for me, it's like that. Oh,
Okay, so
How
here's my
flawed
question.
Also,
Here's my
some hands
question.
before
But
you
it's my
just
turn
continue.
now.
Okay.
Here's my question. Nah. If you want to be her first, why don't you want her to also have the same sentiment whereas you are her first? Like, why do you have to come to that relationship with a bit of experience, whereas she's supposed to be just straight into it?
Oh, you
Nothing.
see, on that matter, before you continue,
I'm not
on
saying that. Okay, if she's not a virgin, then don't get with her. Obviously, she would also like you to be a first. Maybe I don't know, but like, dude, if she's had sex with other people, then she's had sex with other people. But it's a certain amount of people. Like, if she's gone over 10 gens, then fucks no. I'm sorry. Call me judgmental or not, but nah,
Over 10, dog.
it's just like nah. But like, if she's had sex with like 2, 3 gens, then it's like, okay, alright, it's cool. You are doing you. We all have our pasts. But
Alex,
like,
what's your body count?
Hey, before you start asking about body count, relax, Jen.
There's one.
Hey,
One.
body
I'm saying
count.
it one.
Can I talk?
That's my life.
Yo, body count. Ish.
Let's
What?
go with you.
Me,
Let's go.
none, boy. Clean boy here.
Capping. The whole
Are you
thing.
in this?
Don't lie on the public platform.
Don't lie. You see, don't lie on the public platform.
Are you
Lie.
tense?
Don't
Are
lie
you
on the
tense?
public
Just
platform.
me. Hey, this
I'd rather
James.
do drugs than lie. This guy. Out here.
I'd
Shut the
rather
fuck
do
up,
drugs
Harry.
Say that
than
boy.
lie. I'd rather do drugs than lie. Lies are disgusting.
Oh, fuck you guys. I'm gonna go roll a joint.
He left. Yo, this guy's salty. Yo. Anyway, let me tell you all, gents, ne?
Yeah.
This comes from a lot of hands that I've chilled with or had conversation with.
Yeah.
A lot of them say they virgins. They would rather have a gent who's experienced. That's what they told me. Some of these hands.
I feel like some Hans lie about being virgins, but it's cool. That's another
But
Yeah,
yeah,
some
on,
do.
on
Who am
Theo's,
I
on
to?
Theo's
Who
point,
am I to?
Most of them do.
you know, like, okay, from my observation, it's like the Hans that say that have a fantasy on their first time. They want their first
Yeah.
time to be something special. You get. So of course the idea would be that
It's not gonna be special for them either way, whether the gent is experienced or not.
that's something that they're gonna have to learn the hard way, I guess. Because I don't know, I feel like it differs, dog, because of a person's
Yeah, it does.
anatomy.
No, it doesn't. Though. We touched this in life science on so many times. Like this, even Mr. Mlea said it doesn't. It's gonna happen the same way. Dog. The only way, if it won't hurt, is
Like
if the
I don't know,
hymen is already broken.
But
man. So now that's why I'm like, okay, it's not really built on like a lot of. Okay, I can't say because I'm not like a Han, but that's basically my view on it. Like Umuntu fantasized it too so much that Uguti, it has to be something special, dog. Hey, you're gonna get the hotel room, rose petals. Hey, now man's knows where to dollar, what, where, kanjani, kuphi, it's like,
Let me like people should get over this imaginary TV is not Disney, but like
rom-coms. Run away from a
cinema.
hand that has a rom-com
Yeah,
mentality. Child.
dude,
And
this
that was what?
this is how
Wait,
this is
and
how
that is
you
Rom-com.
what?
know.
Rom-com
This is how
Romcom.
you
expectations. Romantic
Aish.
comedy expectations.
Why are you
like
saying that?
That offensive finish,
this is what I always tell gents. If you wanna know Horanwanona, you are able. It's very simple.
Ukati
It's
the
very
dog.
simple. Oh, sorry. What I was saying is, if you wanna know if like this girl having her in a relationship is, it's
The
very
food.
simple.
again,
How? What's going on?
Is the internet. The internet? The
Okay,
internet.
like one offense is trying to fix it. What I mean by rom-com expectations. Have you seen like what the guy does in a romantic comedy movie? Always drops whatever he's doing for the hand, misses out on a lot of job
Okay,
opportunities so that he
but
can
then
do it.
to some of these hands, I but fair they continue. So
Yeah. Basically like dropping everything for the Han and treating the Han like she's some I don't want to put it like in a bad way, dog. My analogies just become weird when I'm tired, but Nje like treats the Han basically like a simp, but on a more mature level. Now they're just doing whatever they can to keep this Han. The
in those
expectations.
rom-com movies, dog, have you noticed gents who do that are gents who have put a ring on it? Like I want you to see the difference. Like it's people who are married who do most of that. I'ma drop my shit and come see what's happening or whatever. If you
But
look
it
at
like
it properly,
promotes.
dog, in these movies.
I
Yeah,
mean, to
but
me,
then
it's
as
like
a husband,
yeah,
dog.
yeah, yeah, I get you, but like it really just promotes the idea, Woody, you consistently have to like put yourself down consistently. Well, not put yourself down, but like, in a sense, you guys to miss out on a lot of stuff, that could pertain to your success, because we all striving to be successful, right? We all striving to be like somebody, But now I gotta drop a scholarship to be with the Han. Now I gotta
Who
drop
dropped a
drop
scholarship to be with her?
like it's an example. It's an example.
Which movie is that though?
I don't know, but I know Gucci, that is a factor.
Wasn't that high
But
school?
it's
It's not
just
affected, dog. Like that shit don't happen, dog. No selfish partner would ever be like, you need to drop that. Nah. You selfish as hell, dog. When you say that shit,
Son,
Oh,
you
gents, I
selfish
always
as
asked
fuck.
you about high school. You know the relationship between uh, who's this? Gabriella
I
boy
and
never
Trey.
watched
Troy,
any high
Troy.
school musical movie, so I don't know the characters or anything.
apparently,
Useless.
apparently the villain, the true villain in that whole story was Gabriella, but apparently she held Troy back. And whilst what's her name? The blonde chick, like always
The
Y'all
made
one with
can't
the
sure
remember
that
High
blonde.
the
School Musical. Ay. Ay, ay,
Nah.
ay, 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 dog.
You haven't said anything. You haven't said much here, and you're already complaining, dog.
Young cut.
Hey,
I
bro.
had his chance. Hey,
Hey,
my head
bro.
is not here, man.
Vuyo, dog. This thing you're saying here, romantic expectations. I don't get you, my man.
Don't get me,
I
dog.
don't get. I don't get.
It's like basically okay. If I were to put in a term that you might
Wait, are
get
you
me
are you on
understand.
some? What's that show that everyone liked? That 365 days type of vibe. Is that what you say?
I haven't watched that.
Nah, dog. 365 days, dog. It's something different. That's like 50
Okay,
Shades
let
of
me
Grey.
think of a rom-com movie that even
That's not a
Notebook or
rom com.
whatever. I haven't even watched them shit
Now,
though. You
let me try to
But
say
no,
it this
like
way. What we are trying to say is basically like once you get into a relationship, it's like you have these standards that are set that whenever she needs you, you have to drop whatever you're doing and be there
not
for her.
necessarily though. You know what I'm saying? We have to be there for each other, obviously. But if I can
exactly. But
leave
like that's what I'm
what
trying
I'm
to
doing,
argue.
I
Jay.
can do it.
A
If
hand
I
that
can't,
has a rom-com mentality. A hand that
Yeah, I
has a
expect you to
rom-com
be there all the time.
will
Yeah.
okay, yeah, then
understand.
that's a different story then.
That's
Eh?
what I'm saying. A hand with a rom-com mentality would expect you
You
to
feel me?
be like a gent in a rom-com setting.
Wait,
My
when you
whenever
drop
she,
into
huh? Yeah,
yeah.
she's trying to. She's
Okay,
painting
then
an
the issue
idea
here.
of the perfect man, but she's not realizing what the perfect man is just a person who will enable a lot of her behaviors that a lot of gents might not actually like agree with.
This is the issue I
That's my
struggled with.
point.
People fall in love with what could be. I don't know if you've noticed.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
That's
you've already made up this person in your mind. Like you've already shaped your partner, Utuzobaga Anji. And then if that doesn't pan out the way you've made it out in your mind, you lose hope in the relationship. You're like, I Sagaya
So
Pora Lumfana or this hand.
yeah,
this is what I always
that's
tell
what people
people.
do.
This is what I always tell people. In a relationship, it's very, né? We all have this Medi that you imagine. You'll say, I want this Medi to be thick but slim, like with big thighs and ass, full legs. You creating anime characters in your and you're trying to make them come to reality. It's not gonna happen. It's
Like
not gonna happen.
Instagram hands, like the
And in
ones.
this day and
Bruh.
time, it's that happens a lot due to social media.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Social media doesn't help at all with anything, thinking about it.
That's the thing, bruh. Look at 99% of like the people on social media that you guys are going crazy over. Look into their social media accounts. It's either one editile and it's all fake,
Hmm.
or they go for these
Is this
doctors for the skin tightenings and the fat burning it's not who they originally.
yeah, ne?
Hey.
That social media, especially those social media relationships, they create like that's what ruins a lot of relationships. Though that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna continue my statement.
Also, another
Like
thing that
I wouldn't like want to disregard a lot of the hands that actually have like good bodies, but they wouldn't like reveal like a lot of the stuff that they have to go through to maintain the body. It's not Uguti Manje they fronting on social media and shit. Well, they technically they are if they're like doing a lot to keep the physique, the skin, the type of
yeah,
products they burn through, the type of diets they go through, uh, the training that they go through, amount of time and energy and effort they're trying to, to keep up with like that physique and the beauty and whatnot, to have the clear skin, how strict they are with whatever. And so at some point it can get like super serious, but I wouldn't like want to disregard those hands and be like, okay, yeah, some of them are naturally beauty. They just do sometimes take it a bit too far when trying to maintain their imagery. You get, it's my
Yeah.
2 cents, but that's my 2 cents.
I feel like also another thing that ruins a lot of relationships is the mentality of the grass is greener on the other side.
That's lies, guys.
Hey,
The
it's
grass is
greener
greener where
on
you
the
water
other
it. Oh,
side.
It's back to that thing of compromising where you'll just be like, I'm not gonna compromise this. I can find somebody that has this, and we'll just
yeah.
continue to jump from relationship to relationship to relationship, not ever finding what they want because they cannot compromise. But that's
Sometimes, guys, like some characteristics are
Excuse me,
developed.
sorry.
Like you can develop a specific characteristic as time goes. Like I know people will say, "Oh, I want a woman that is in," and then you get into a relationship and this girl like 9 to 5 wants you to do everything for her. You understand? But as
yeah,
time goes, she can develop the characteristic of I'm gonna
exactly.
always be here, so I'm gonna have to do things myself. So that's why I always say find the key qualities, then all these other they'll come, they'll come because she or he will see. Okay, this is what he needs, but he's not saying anything about it. But I see that this is what he needs, so I'm gonna try. If you can't compromise, uh, 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 adjust yourself, then stay single. Don't have kids. Don't have kids, and be your own boss because life is compromised. Social life is compromised, and that's the sadness
Yeah,
of it.
I not to let it like run too long. I think we can you know solidify that as like the last statement, because yeah, touched on a lot of stuff. I didn't intend for it to like go to like this always the relationship part, because yeah, dog, we've been talking about like a lot of relationship stuff on this on this podcast.
Yeah, we have shit. We need to
Yeah,
switch
we
it
have,
up.
but yeah, it's
Mm.
cool, it's cool, it's cool, it's cool, it's cool. But anyway, I guess that's a wrap for today. For today, so quick update for those who've made it this far. We're going to be following a different upload schedule. We're going to be uploading every two weeks. Yeah, once every 2 weeks. Is that right? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, once every 2 weeks. Because we have a lot of stuff going on in our individual lives, and as you can see, sometimes people can be missing. So we're trying to fix that, provide the middle ground between
Thank you,
And he
Anama.
froze again.
Thank you, Anama Free. Ooh. What is that
I,
dance called? That
I think we can leave it
I
here.
think we can. Yeah.
Those TikTok dances.
Hey, boy.
so
Yeah. Oh.
Man is hitting
E-
the robot.
I I love you.
Yeah, but as you're saying,
Let's.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
we
yeah.
end it here. Till next time.
I'm a.
When he comes back,
Always, guys.
We already covered you, boy. Oh, he froze
now he's
again.
frozen again.
I'm
Lost
sure he was
file.
holding. He's still frozen. I'm sure he's holding a whole conversation, bro. What the hell? Why are these niggas like responding?
Yeah, dog. I saw.
Oh, he's back.